Hey guys, I always wanted to share with you something I have an upcoming project on. Um, I can show you the case that came in. It's a custom cut sheet acrylic case. It's all different layers screwed together. You see the feet on the back that props it up. 60% standard layout. My Aquaria is a tangent layout. This is 60% standard. Got a nice one up hot swap PCB, or not hot swap, solderable PCB coming in with underglow. So the whole case will be lit up around the sides and the bottom. And then I ordered 70 blue LEDs to solder into the top, into each of the switches. So all the switches, all the caps will be backlit. It's just a fun little build. The kid who cut it for me, it was only the third case he's ever designed and cut. He's done a TKL and another 60%, I think. And I was like, you know what? Since I've been working in manufacturing, for the last 10 years, and I love supporting people who are trying to branch off on their own and get into a hobby like this. Whether it's this automotive, whatever, to support them. He's 18 years old, taught himself Fusion 360, and he has access to a laser cutter. I don't know if it's through work, family, whatever, but he has access to a laser cutter. So he's passionate about keyboards, and he wanted to get into, doing commissions and stuff. So he built one for himself, and he did one for his friend, and then I was his third one, and I think he did a fantastic job for only being his third. There's a couple minor issues here and there. But for being your third keyboard ever designed, being 18 years old, it's something to be proud of. The kid should be proud of himself. Um, basically all I paid for was material cost and a little bit to him, and then shipping. So so it was worth his time to do a little bit. But he threw the hardware in with it. And how it works is the plate is a sandwich mount. So the plate is squeezed in between these two plates right here, and you will solder all the switches to it, and the switches soldered will hold the PCB up against the plate basically, and it'll be all lit up, looking really good, and it should be a decent typing experience because it's solid, nothing's moving, it's just real light. The initial plan was to make it so I could put the guts from my AM Pro 2 into it, and have a wireless custom keyboard, but the AM Pro 2 has plate mount stabilizers, and he hasn't got into sourcing brass plates yet. So he could only make an acrylic plate. Could get a brass plate made, but it'd be like $90 for a custom cut brass plate. So I said, screw it. I'll just keep the AM Pro how it is, and I'll just get a cheap solderable PCB and then just build it up. So that's fine. The PCB and LEDs come in Tuesday, and I'm going to put unholy panda switches in it since I have those left over from my holy panda switches in my Aquaria build. And unholy panda switches still feel smooth. I mean, they're smooth linear, and they don't feel bad at all. I think a linear switch will be nice in a case like this. So we'll get in and show you. Here's the renders from the case he sent me. You kind of see them. You can see the cutter path of the laser cutters right there. Cutting everything out. And some close-up pictures of it on my desk. It's a nice little keyboard, and we have this, build coming up. I don't know that I'll record my build for it because all my soldering stuff is in my room, in this unfinished bedroom right here. I have a work area set up in there, with a little fan and stuff like that. Set up in there is where I'll be soldering in. So I will definitely do a video afterwards, like of a typing test and showing you all the lights and it lit up and everything like that. So it'll be next week sometime. But yeah, I just wanted to show you the little case I got. It's really cool. He might have his commission start opening up more as he irons out some more things. Gets the finish on the side perfectly a lot smoother, and to figure out what exactly to do for plates on these so they look really nice. My suggestion was just to leave gaps where the stabilizers are instead of having a little thin steel come down. Just have, you know, 3 gaps there. Because since the plate is so thick, you have to have a slot on the bottom or top wherever the stabilizer wire is for clearance for it, since the acrylic plate is so thick. But he's looking into sourcing some brass, you know, sheet and maybe getting some brass plates made in the future. But I was happy to help and get one of his first case designs ever, you know, get him some experience with it, and did a great job. I mean, this thing's nice. It looks great and it's cool. It'll look beautiful, all lit up with underglow and, you know, through cat, you know, and backlit switches, and you know, it'll look really nice. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. So I hope you like it, and yeah, have a good one.